Greetings, car fanatics. In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the original shift knob on my Porsche 997. That way we can replace it with the real shift knob to match the car like this. Alright, car fanatics, so today we're going to be getting rid of this crappy stock Porsche shifter. And I really mean it's crappy. It's made out of plastic. It really has no weight to it. It just doesn't give you a good, precise shift. So we're going to be replacing it with these aluminum shift knobs today. So big shout out to IXI Gears for sending me these shift knobs. So these are really cool machined aluminum shift knobs, and as you can see here, you can get it with a laser etched pattern of your shift pattern. And then additionally, you have this Delrin shift knob. This is actually really cool because it doesn't get really hot. The other cool thing to kind of mention about these shift knobs is that you can really customize these how you like. So you can get these different rings, and that just replaces the rings here. Before we install the shift knobs, let's go ahead and just do a weight comparison to see how much beefier these shift knobs are compared to the original shift knob. Let's go ahead and start with the OEM shift knob. It comes in at a whopping 68 grams, so not a very heavy shift knob at all. Next up, we have the aluminum original shift knob. I'm not going to weigh all of them because the weights are pretty close. Wow, it comes in at right around 250 grams. It is about 250% heavier than this shift knob. Let's also weigh the shift knob with the Delrin knob because this one's going to be a little lighter. This comes in at about 190 grams. So compared to the original shift knob, it's still over 100% heavier. Let's go ahead and install it on the car and see how each of these shift knobs look and feel. Okay, so let's take a look at how we actually install the shift knob. It's actually pretty easy. First, we need to remove the old shift knob. You just grab the base right here and twist it, and then you can pull it down. That's gonna disconnect it from the original knob. And then for the original knob, it's just simply held in by compression. So you're going to grab this and pull really hard, and it should come right off. Just be careful not to hit yourself in the face or shoot it up and hit your roof. So let's take a look at how we installed the new shift knob. It's actually really simple. You put this on, and there's a set screw right here. And that set screw is just going to go into this notch and keep it in place. So the leather boot is actually meant to be stretched over this notch over here, and that's going to keep the leather boot attached to the shift knob. However, I don't want to do that on my shift boot because if I ever want to bring the car back to stock, I want to be able to do that. What I have actually found is that if you just put it down like that, this presses up against the base anyways, and it doesn't really move around. So let's go ahead and just install this, and we'll take a look at it. Then you want to put your shift knob on and just screw it in. And then you have this little ring right here that you can adjust. That way you're able to line up the engraving on the top here. Alright, those shifts feel really good. Let's take a look at some of the other shift knob options and how they look. Okay, next up we have the flat shift knob, and it's called the flats because it has these flat sides. And that looks really cool. I like the way this one feels, and if you're looking for an easy way just to give your interior a subtle pop, this is actually pretty cool. The next design we're going to look at is the 3-ring design. And this one actually reminds me of my old WRX titanium shift knob because that had some rings around it too. I don't necessarily like the way the rings feel, but for some of you, you might not mind that, but it does look really cool. The next shift knob we have here is called the slot, and this one's a nice subtle touch. So it acts like a little window where you can see the shifter shaft on the inside. So that looks really cool actually. The gripe I have about this one is I don't really like the way the slot feels on your finger when you touch it. But if you don't mind that, I think this is probably the best looking shift knob shaft design. And the final shift knob design is called the Classic. So the Classic has a space in between the base and the top, and you can see the shifter shaft. Now if you do go with the Classic, you will have to stretch the base and get it to fit on the bottom over here. If not, this right here is just going to be moving up and down. So something to consider there if you are going to go with the Classic. So in terms of what I'll be going with, I really love the original shifter base in the gunmetal color. Now I am also going to keep the Delrin knob for those hot days where I don't want to scorch my hand. Before we take a look at driving impressions, let's also take a look at how the Delrin knob looks. So I actually like the way the Delrin knob looks a lot. It gives a nice two-tone contrast. That actually looks really cool. Alright, car fanatics, so I did leave the shift knob sitting in the car for several hours. It's been baking in this 95-degree temperature weather for a while. The aluminum knob is at 123 degrees. The Delrin knob is around 118. The stock knob is about 121 degrees. So 123 degrees is the hottest knob here, and the Delrin knob is 118. Now you wouldn't think 5 degrees is that big of a difference, but I guess when you think about the heat transfer properties, if I held onto this, okay, I gotta let that go. You touch this, I can just grab this and go, and it's warm, but it's not gonna burn me. So a 5 or 6 degree difference, but the conductivity of the metal is that much higher, which means it's so much easier for the heat to transfer from the aluminum knob to your hand, and that's what makes it hot. And if you look at the stock one is hotter than the Delrin knob, but I can hold it and it won't burn me. So there you go. This is why I'm gonna keep the Delrin knob as well. Alright, car fanatics, so we got the new shift knob installed. So overall, I really like the shift knob. I showed you the temperature difference between the Delrin knob and the aluminum knob and also the stock one. And now I'm using the aluminum one. I had the car in the garage, so this is not hot and it feels great. So shifting gears here, I really love the weight of the shift knob. When I shift it into gear, it feels like I have momentum to help really make a smooth gear change. And it feels great. Now the old stock shift knob just felt like it had a lot of slop in it, and that just made it feel not, you know, like a $100,000 car that you would expect. In terms of the overall shifter, I do have the OEM short shifter kit, and it does have a little play side to side, but the up and down is really tight on it, and I do think that this feels really good. Compared to how it did with the old shift knob, I would describe this as rifle-like in terms of the shifts, but of course some people who have the numeric short shifter kit might actually have something that feels even better. But compared to the old Porsche OEM shift knob, this feels so much better. I really love the way it feels. It feels solid, the shifts are smooth, and I definitely would recommend it. And take a look at it. I mean, this is a great looking shift knob and it fits the character of the car really well. Well, thanks for watching, car fanatics. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're interested in purchasing one of these shift knobs, take a look at ixigears.com. I'll leave a link in the description below and you'll be able to pick and customize your shift knob. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Leave any questions or comments below and be sure to hit that bell notification icon so you're notified every time I upload a new video. Thanks for watching.